Hello, this is Janet16, and I think it's time I tell you about my new O-Gauge model railway. So, as you all know, I'm in the progress of building a double O-Gauge railway, which I don't have a name for, weirdly enough. And it's going well. I will have a update probably next week now. Once I get the track done on the end of the layout, which is this end here, I can do an update on it and show you what's happening, because it's all running. Well, the good yard's running. It will all run as soon as the last bit of track's done. All the wiring's done, basically. But yeah, so I'm doing a O-Gauge railway, and the reason for that is, well, if you remember, in this room here, when I had Stoke Summit, I got rid of Cornell Street and I put some O-Gauge track up just to do some shunting, get the O-Gauge engines out, run them and that, because I'm planning my O-Gauge exhibition layout, Rushbridge Hort. So I had the trains running and I really enjoyed running them. I really did. So I thought, well, I'm going to do this new layout, new room, everything, get it all done properly. And I decided that yes, I'm going to be doing another O-Gauge railway. So it's going to be modern day. No real location really where it's set. I'm just saying Forest Dean because that's where I live. But it's going to be modern day. It's going to be a heritage centre. It's called the Catchbank Heritage Centre. And I'm going with the theme a bit like Didcot. When I went to Didcot for the first time a couple of years ago, I was amazed how you were just allowed to not completely roam the grounds, like go everywhere, but you could more or less. You could go around all the locos and stuff like that, and I really enjoyed it. It was a brilliant day out. I can't remember where I was now, but it's when Britannia had some work done there. So I really enjoyed that. So what I've decided to do with the Catchbank Heritage Centre is basically do that. So I can have any kind of loco I want running, because I do have one of the O9s on order with Dapol. In the Swallow livery, I have a Steam Sentinel National Coal Board livery, so it gives me a bit of variety, which I enjoyed when I done the like the Heritage line before the Preserve Railway, the Suffering line. So I'm looking forward to that. Now the layout's going to be a good size, about 12 foot long. It's going to feature, all the point motors, stuff like that, because I've really got into working on them on a new double O-Gauge layout. So I will be doing point motors. Eventually it will be DCC fitted, the old layout. Might even have sound, but as a starter, I'm not worried about DCC. It will be wired up, so it can be wired to DCC at any time. But as for the engines, chipping them, sanding them, I'm just got to take my time with that. And I'm looking to my left here because I have a nice big pile of new O-Gauge stock. And I really can't wait to show you it all. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be doing O-Gauge Heritage Centre. Now, one of the main features of this layout is going to be the actual centre itself, the Heritage Centre, the building. Now, when you go to the National Railway Museum, you go into the building, you've got a massive turntable, all the engines around. I'm not going to go out crazy because I don't have that much room, but I'm going to do something similar. So at the moment, I'm scratch building, or planning. I haven't started building it yet, but I know I'm going to build it. A centre, main building, all glass front, stuff like that, detailed, interior as well. And the idea is that it's going to look modern, look like something, built quite modern, where money's been raised to create this lovely heritage site. And I'm going to have a glass front building all the way around, and then possibly go into like old brick shed, so like an old locomotive shed. This is all in the planning. This is pretty early, the building, the actual main building. The layout's going to be started tomorrow. I'm going to be putting boards up tomorrow, but the actual main building, the main feature, won't be up for a while. I'm thinking about having a turntable in that, like the National Railway Museum, however not on that scale, because it's only going to be, I'm thinking of having a small turntable big enough for a tank engine and possibly a small wagon, but you've got to think it's L gauge, so it's going to take up a lot of room, so we might not have a turntable yet. This is all in progress, but the idea is this main building's going to have all glass, like I said, glass roof. The roof will be able to be taken off, there'll be detail inside, you'll have the locos inside. I want about 4 tracks inside the actual building, and quite a gap between the tracks for enough for the people when I pose the, you know, little figures around, which they will be posable, they're not always going to be stuck in the same position. All the figures are going to have a brass rod in their foot. Sounds painful, I know, but and the idea is there'll be tiny little holes in the areas around the engines, and you can move the figures around to take different pictures, because I love taking pictures of model railways, and anyone who does O gauge, you know when you take a photo of an O gauge engine it just looks fantastic. So that's what I'm going to be doing. All the figures will be posable in different places, all the tracks will be insulated in a way so until I get DCC fitted I can run different trains on the same track at the same time and that. But this is all stuff that will be changed once I go over to DCC fully. So yeah, we'll have posable figures like that. I might have a gantry above the trains where people can look down over, like that. And also, just outside the Heritage Centre, I'm going to have concrete tracks, so you know, like people again can walk outside, you can have logos on display outside and everything. It's going to allow me to borrow engines off friends, have them visiting, stuff like that. And then just from the main Heritage Centre down the line there's going to be a couple of, you know, normal railway sheds. One of them is going to be a paint shop for the wagons and coaches, which is going to be quite nice. And that's going to be not scratch built. I'm looking at a couple of easy kits. I'm looking at one of the Aldrin kits at the moment, the diesel shed. I think that might be a good purchase. And then the tracks, you'll have a head shut and everything, so all the lines are accessible, all of that. And then what I'm thinking is having a line that goes right from one end of the layout right the way down the other, where the train can go backwards and forwards with a coach or two like they do at the Didcot Railway. They haven't really got a massive run-in section, but it still works well because they got all the stuff you can look around and everything, so you don't have to have a lot of room to have a good layout for running trains and that. But yeah, it's going to be an absolutely fantastic layout, hopefully. And it's going to, because it's like a modern day thing, I'm going to be doing videos on heritage days there, classic car shows, special, well, I can do special pictures and that. I love my classic cars, as you know. And because I'm going to have the concrete outside the shed, the main building, the main centre, I'm going to have to get a right name for it. Let's just say the main Heritage Centre building. The concrete outside, I could have the cars lined up, and then a steam engine in the background. The possibilities for running sessions and stuff like that's going to be really good. I've pre-ordered a load of engines. I've pre-ordered an A4, an Haldean O gauge A4. Again, it's a massive loco. Really, you would need a lot of room to run it with all the coaches, but because it's a Heritage Centre, I can get away with that. And I've pre-ordered a few wagons and that. And yeah, let me know what you think on this layout. It's starting tomorrow. It's going ahead. I went for about 2 weeks of making sure I could do what I wanted in the space available, and I can, so that's great. There's a couple of obstacles I have to get around, like pillars of the other layout, because this is going to be built underneath the double O gauge layout, but all done properly with lights and that. It's got to be lit up perfectly. There's got to be lights on the layout as well inside the Heritage Centre and that. So to end this video, I'm just going to go through some of the stock I purchased. I actually went to Thornbury today and I purchased 2 wonderful locos that were on offer. I can't get them out of the box to show you, unfortunately. Well, this one isn't even in the box. I think it's still on the out there. I'll take pictures of it. So a pannier tank, the Paul pannier tank, it's a class 57XX DCC Supplies Special Edition National Cardboard Green. If you haven't seen that logo, Google it. I'll put a link in the description so you can check a picture on YouTube, on Google, sorry. But again, because it's a modern day layout, I can have everything. I can have National Cardboard, I can have British Rail, I can have LMS, LNER, you know, endless, which is great. This one I didn't pick up today, this I bought off eBay. But this is a Hudswell Clark tank. I already got one of these in black. I'm selling my black one to pay for this one because this is a lined forest green, which is the one I wanted originally and I couldn't get. So I ended up on the black one. So I picked that one up. And then I also picked up another Class 08, but this one is the special edition Class 08 Unicorn Guinness. Guinness is my favourite drink, always will be. Brilliant price for this one. So again, if you want to check this one out, there will be reviews. I will be reviewing these tomorrow, unboxings. And then this one's very special. A Minerva Packet. I picked this one up a week ago, nearly a week. No, it ain't even a week. So a couple of days ago. I've lost where I am. But yeah, this is a 040 saddle tank. Check out the review on my channel. If you want to check out the review on this, please do. This I filmed it the other day. Someone's rattling around in that, but I don't think it's off the logo. And then this one, a Slater's coach kit. Like I said on the layout, we're going to have a coach shed and that, stuff like that. So stuff like this will be on display and then moved out when I get it finished and everything like that. And then to finish off, we have a Haldren VAA EWS VBA van in maroon and gold. Again, modern image. I can get away with that on this new layout. So that's it. Let me know what you think. Is it a good idea? I hope you think it is. I'm looking forward to starting it tomorrow. Like I said, I'll be doing a lot of work, and the building is going to be quite a spectacular building. It's not going to be your normal small building. It's going to be, you know, pretty damn big. And it's all going to be accessible, so I can take the roof off. Modular, like when I was doing the Lego about 2 years ago, you could buy modular buildings where you take off an entire floor section of the building so you can see into the next floor. It's going to be a lot like that, and again with all the electrics and everything inside. So I'm really looking forward to it. Let me know what you think on this new layout. It's called the Catch Bank Heritage Centre. I'll put a link in the description and you can follow all the progress on Facebook as well, the Facebook page and group. So thank you for watching and I shall see you all soon. Bye for now.